What is up, universe? Today, I have actually my final round 1 battle against Magna sinu for Rchizzle9's tournament. So the way we ended up doing it was a 2 out of 3, just because neither of us totally felt comfortable with our odds. So this was the actual last battle, because we ended up going 1-1, and this is the last battle. And this battle only goes to show why Cash is such a friggin' beast. So, yeah, here we go. So he leads off with his bayonet, and I lead off with my cargo, our usual leads, and he switches right out, and I just go for the rocks. I don't care what happens. I just need my rocks up, because I know nothing. He can't one-shot me no matter what happens. Then I bring in my grunt pig, knowing I can wall the shit out of this hydro pump, which I do really, really well. He takes some life orb damage, I get my lefties, and then he goes for the hydro pump, and unfortunately for him, misses. But in the long run, it didn't miss, or it didn't matter, because then he would just been brought down by life orb, and I would have killed him with the energy ball anyway. So yeah. Now I just go for an energy ball and it hits nothing. And right here, and then it would have been a double down then, but it doesn't matter because as you can see right now, as I try to switch out, he gets the pursuit off and kills me. So that makes up for it. That makes up for it totally. Then I bring in my cargo and he'll just call back and he'll go for the Mr. Mime, which as usual doesn't generate. I go for the heat wave. He goes for the focus blast and gets the miss, which, you know, it's most likely gonna happen. Like, you know how it is, the focus miss, and I take him out with another heat wave. It's 5-4 at this point, and then he brings in his pilot swine, calls it. He goes for the superpower. I get the flame body hacks, which, you know, sucks. He gets so he's halved in attack, and then another, and then the attack and defense drop. And now his pilot swan should just be in to die. I think that would have been the way, way better play. What he ends up doing is going for another superpower. Doesn't take me out. I go for the recover, actually. And then he gets down to 3%, and then he actually switches out, which is weird. He could have gotten some more damage on my cargo, honestly. Then I go for another recover, and I'm back at full. Now he brings in his penis, and I go for the... and then he goes for the earthquake, and I live with 40%. And then he goes for the heat, and I go for the heat wave. I don't get the burn or anything because hacks gods don't love me that much. And then he goes for the earthquake and takes me out. Now I bring in my Rapidash and go for the mega horn. Yeah, and that almost takes him out. He doesn't really want to stay in because he doesn't want to lose his penis. So he goes for the earthquake this turn, and the next turn he decides to switch out. He brings in his own Rapidash, and I go for the mega horn again. Well, he's floating a balloon. I go for the other mega horn. It does 38%, honestly. It's pretty good. Pops his balloon, which doesn't matter. I don't have a ground type attack on this team, actually. Well, actually, yeah, I do. Then he goes for the poison jab and takes me out. Now I bring in my explode, and I go for the frustration. But he brings in his bayonet, so as you can see here, he is immune, which sucks for me. Now I'm gonna recall my explode, bring in my Cash, and he's gonna go for the Shadow Claw, do 33%. This is a max attack, max HP Cash. So now here I'm predicting the switch, and I go for the Dragon Dance. Yeah, so at this point it's basically GG because I'm a freaking Cash, bro. So I go for my waterfall and max attack plus the Dragon Dance. He's not gonna live, unfortunately for him. Then he's gonna bring in his bayonet, who's actually also max HP, and I just take it the hell out of there. Now he brings in his own Rapidash, which gets raped by rocks. He goes for the Mega Horn. He got the crit, actually. He did 70%, but, you know, that amazing HP investment. I go for the waterfall and take him out. And then he brings in his Pilot Swine, and it dies to entry hazards. And that's why rocks are the most important move of the game. So, honestly, it doesn't matter. I could have taken him out either way. So, I'd say great game. And, by the way, this Cash was not a surprise to him. In one of our practice battles before we started our 2 out of 3 thing, I introduced it to him, and it was legitimate. So, I am now in round 2 of our Rchizzle tournament, so keep watching, and that is that. See ya. Peace.